Well, it's a big week for the economy. Stats South Africa is preparing to release the GDP numbers for the first quarter of 2025. That report will offer the first clear snapshot of how the economy is performing so far this year. But already warning signs are flashing. Both the National Treasury and the Reserve Bank have joined others in slashing their growth forecast. Our business reporter, Ntokozo Khumalo, has been digging into the pressure facing key sectors like manufacturing and mining, and joins us now live for more details. Ntokozo, what are the businesses up against, considering what it will take to reignite growth as well as create jobs?
Good morning, Aldrin. We're focusing on those two sectors that remain really the bedrock of the South African economy. Hundreds of thousands of jobs created there. And I am at Italtile Group that's out in Vereeniging. They are a tile company. You might know them. Part of their group is companies or brands such as CTM. And I am with the CEO, that's Lance Foxcroft. Thank you so much for talking to us, Lance. A chippy morning this morning as we talk about those headwinds ahead of that data out of Statistics South Africa. For your company, what are some of those headwinds in the South African economy?
Morning, TK. Yeah, I think we face similar challenges to a lot of South African businesses, with the energy costs rising in excess of inflation, the war for talent and skill out there, and also we don't have a lot of barriers to entry for our product into the country, and we're seeing a lot of dumping from the global companies within the South African space.
And how do you navigate those challenges, Lance? Some of that competition, of course, coming from some of the informal market as well, from surrounding countries as well. How do you navigate then that increased competition as well as the economic challenges to keep those jobs? Italtile, over 3,000 jobs within your franchises. So just navigating that space right now?
Yeah, we continue to invest in the latest technology. Over the last 10 years, we've invested over R1 billion. And this brand new factory we have next to us is built in 2016, 2017, updated last year. So with new technology, it enables us to keep our efficiencies up and compete on the cost basis. So we're always looking for opportunities to run more efficiently than our competitors and make sure we stay internationally competitive.
US tariffs still up in the air. Is it something that impacts your business? Are you penciling in that cost there?
Yeah, not directly. With the cost of shipping to the US from South Africa, as well as the inefficiency in our ports, it's impractical really for us to export to the US. But what we do see is globally a lot of companies that were exporting to the US looking for new homes for their products and dumping products into South Africa.
Now, we've heard various organizations, Lance, including the Reserve Bank last week when it made that announcement of the interest rate cuts, revising growth down 1.2%, a little higher than, or a little lower rather than Treasury at 1.2%. Are you optimistic about growth prospects for 2025 and how just the industry, manufacturing, keep its head above water?
Yeah, I think we're optimistic in the long term. We're very pro-Africa. We believe that our people still need houses and homes, and in the long term we know that there'll be a big demand for our products. Short term, we know it's going to be challenging. 2025 will be a tough year. Certainly we look forward to some growth, and a reduction in the interest rate goes a long way to reduce moving us back into the building cycle for a period of growth.
Well, Lance, thank you so much for making time for us this morning, Aldrin. Of course, Lance Foxcroft is the CEO of Italtile, a company that itself also has faced some headwinds, but remaining positive and looking forward to that growth despite that increased competition, remaining able to keep that growth as well as those employment numbers. We will be continuing on our journey, heading out to City Deep in Edenville to speak to other manufacturers to just understand how they are navigating some of those challenges that they are facing in this sluggish economic growth environment. And of course, ahead of Statistics South Africa releasing the data for the first quarter of the year tomorrow. Aldrin.
Thank you so much, Ntokozo, there joining us ahead of the data being released, as you indicated there, by Stats SA tomorrow, the GDP figures, that is.